Many drivers, both public and private, are often not familiar with road traffic laws. Are the regulatory agencies doing enough to create awareness? Are this awareness being effectively communicated and decoded by road users? What can be done to create more effective awareness?
Yes, the authorities have been using various media like the radio and the television to do so many jingles to create this awareness. But I think my own suggestion would be let them do some small pamphlets in the three, apart from English, in the three major languages of Nigeria and share freely to road users so that they can read about the safety precautions that they need to take while driving on the road and then understanding the meaning of so many road signs.
The issue is that many motorists don't go to correct driving school. It's either they learn it from, if you go to driving school, you have the manual that contains the traffic laws and rules and the traffic signs. So most motorists don't go directly to driving school. They learn either from their brothers or relatives. So with that and the process of driving license too, they used to fast track it. There is a process whereby you will be asked what this sign means, what this sign means, but most motorist drivers don't go through it. So that's one of the causes.
Government creates more awareness, and even for our goal agency law enforcement to make a correction. It's not every first offender they wanted to arrest and say you do this, you did it. When they see that you did something wrong, they ask you, did you know that what you did is not good, and make a correction so that in the next time you not still repeat the same thing. But most of our law enforcement agency, they are even looking for your mistake.
I think education and as I speak to you, I don't even know if FRC has a website or social media handle. This kind of, we go on Twitter, we see a lot of things. I've not for once see the Twitter handle of road safety trying to educate us. These things are not there. And these are the modern way of communication. When you have things like this, at least to educate people, tell them the consequence of all these things, and you show them people who have gone through it and whatever, I think it will go a long way.
When it comes to education, FRS in the last 34 years have given the best of education to Nigerian public as regards the use of the road. And compared to where we are coming from, you can see the impact virtually everywhere, that we don't joke with that, and we don't joke with our enforcement too. And when it comes to the laws governing the use of the road and the activities of pedestrians, it's not something we can easily pin down. That's why we emphasize more on advocacy. But I know there's a series of edicts that have been put in place by state and local government. When you are tutored as a driver, you pass through driving school, and in the course of your learning, you must have been told all what are required for you to move from one point to the other on the road. So it's part of the training. That's why one of the criteria that is put in place to give certification to a driving school is for you to have workshops where you teach your students on the various components of vehicles and things that are required inside the vehicle for members of the public that are not drivers. That is the essence of the various advocacy that we have all over the places. A day hardly passed in Nigeria today that you don't see one media information or the other pertaining to the use of the road.
As a matter of fact, the Federal Road Safety Commission (FRSC) is doing a lot to create awareness and sensitize the public to be more familiar and obedient to the law. Support the FRSC awareness campaign. Get acquainted with and obey the road traffic laws, because failure can be fatal, as will be seen in the next episode.